Hello friends, welcome in our class of intermediate course, paper 1 accounting, chapter number 10 from your module number 3. Name of the chapter is insurance claims. I am your today's mentor, Professor Dr. Deepak Jaggi. We come to our next slide wherein we are speaking something about the insurance claims chapter. We need to discuss and in fact know the importance of this chapter from real life as well as from the examination perspective. It's very important, friends, it's very important that when you do a particular chapter, how will this chapter affect in real life situations? Just imagine when you're speaking about a chapter like fire claims, wherein we will be studying about the loss of profit policy as well as loss of stock policy. So when I say something about loss of profit policy, it means that because of fire, I'm losing some profits. So just imagine, it is so practical even from real life perspective, because anytime anything wrong can happen, and when anytime anything wrong can happen, so definitely my business can suffer for certain period of time because fire has taken place. Now when my business suffers, of course there will be loss of profits. So what will be the intricity we will be discussing in this particular chapter? Similarly, when we will be studying about, say, loss of stock policy. So in loss of stock policy, how will a real life situation arise when a stock, that is the goods in which the businessman deals, they catch up with a fire? I mean, there is a go down or there is a shop, there is a fire being taking place. So what will be the intricity, the accounting intricity, as well as the losses what the trader incurs? We will be studying in this particular chapter. As you can see in this particular slide, there are two policies what we will be studying. One is the loss of profit policy, another is loss of stock policy. Now when I speak about loss of profit policy, what things we will be understanding once the chapter is completed? Friends, in this chapter, you will be first of all learning and understanding three very important terms. You can see here on the slide, there is the indemnity period turnover, then there is a standard turnover, and then there is an annual turnover. So once I start the discussion of the chapter in particular, we will be of course learning in length. So indemnity period turnover, standard turnover and annual turnover. That is what we will be learning in this chapter. We will be learning the steps to solve the questions once the loss of profit policy questions are coming from examination viewpoint. Because ultimately when you're giving your exams, one has to actually know that what will be the way or the steps to solve the question. Also, when you are completing this chapter, we will able to determine the figure of loss of profit. We will able to determine what, friends? The figure of loss of profit and the additional expenses. Don't forget, the chapter's name itself is loss of profit policy. So when we are speaking about loss of profits policy, then definitely we will come to know what is that loss of profit, how to arrive at that particular figure, and then what are the additional expenses incurred to get the compensation from insurance company. And definitely when we are doing this loss of profit policy, once this particular chapter is completed, we will also come to know the claim amount which is receivable. I repeat, the claim amount which is receivable from the insurance company will be computed once the loss of profit policy is done. That all is relating to loss of profit policy. Now you can see on the right hand side of your slide, we are also doing loss of stock policy. So in the loss of stock policies are what? So once the chapter is completed, the outcome will be what? We will come to know the figure of closing stock on the date of fire. Yes. Sir, why we want to know that? That we will learn in depth once I start that particular explanation. But yes, you should know that what is the figure of stock which has been destroyed by fire. Also, when you're doing the loss of stock policy, we will be understanding the difference between the normal goods and the abnormal goods. Yeah, friends. In this chapter, the adjustments relating to abnormal items or abnormal goods will play a major role in inter-CA exams, IPCC exams. So once the chapter is completed, we will definitely come to know the difference between the normal items and the abnormal items. Then the total amount, definitely the total amount of actual loss. Because don't forget one thing. I mean, why are you doing this particular accounting treatment? See, ultimately, this treatment is done to know the figure of actual loss which will be determined once you do the computations. And last but not the least, that once the actual loss figure is computed, then definitely whatever is the claim amount which is receivable from the insurance company. Yes, I mean, if fire takes place, I incur certain loss. So what is the receivable amount which is recoverable from insurance company will be computed once this particular chapter is completed. Now let's study the chapter overview about the loss of profit policy. As we have discussed before in our learning outcome, and now you can see on your screens, you will be learning something about the indemnity period turnover, popularly known as IPTO. You're learning something about standard turnover, that is STO. And of course, you'll be learning something about annual turnover, that is nothing but ATO. So we need to know the meaning of indemnity period turnover. The full chapter is, friends, based upon these three terms. Sir, what is indemnity period turnover? Yes, you can definitely read it. It is the turnover during the dislocation period. See my gestures, if you can see my hands. It is, friends, what? It is the turnover during the dislocation period. We take an example. For example, fire takes place today. Sir, what is the date today? Say it is 6th August 2018. And we are assuming that the dislocation period is, say, 2 months. So when dislocation period is 2 months, from August to September and September to October. So 2 months the business has suffered. 2 months the sales has been adversely affected. That is why, friends, from 6th August 2018 to 5th October 2018, that is August to September 1 month, September to October another month. So this 2 months, whatever sales has taken place, it is known as what, sir? It is known as indemnity period turnover. I repeat once again. Sir, what is indemnity period turnover? It is the turnover during the dislocation period. Sir, what do you mean by dislocation period? The period in which the sales has got adversely affected. Then you can see the second thing, that is what, sir? It is the standard turnover. Sir, what is standard turnover? It is the turnover in the previous year. If you can see my hands gestures, it is the turnover in the previous year, but corresponding to the dislocation period. Sir, what do you mean by this? We take the same example, friends. Say fire has taken place when? On 6th August 2018. So now we will say the standard turnover will be from 6th August 2017, yes, last year, till 5th October 2018. Yeah. When I was speaking about indemnity period turnover, friends, what it was 6th August 2018 to 5th October 2018. The same date, but take for 2017. Yes, that is 6th August 2017 to 5th October 2017. That says whatever has taken place is known as standard turnover. Very simple. So indemnity period turnover is turnover during the dislocation period. The standard turnover is turnover in the previous year corresponding to the dislocation period. And then definitely comes your annual turnover. Sir, what is annual turnover? Yeah, annual turnover is turnover in the previous 12 months. I repeat, you can see on your slides. It is a turnover during the previous 12 months but ending on the date of fire. I repeat, we take an example, same example, friends. 6th August 2018, if the fire has taken place. So we will start from 6th August 2017. Yes. So from 6th August 2017 you will start, and it will be till 5th August 2018, till yesterday. So if fire has taken place today, so we have to take the sales till yesterday. So 3 terms to remember: indemnity period turnover, turnover during dislocation period. Standard turnover, turnover in the previous year but corresponding to the dislocation period. And annual turnover is turnover in the previous 12 months ending on the date of fire.